it's just over a month, would you believe, until this year's Soccer Aid for Lioness and Queen of the Jungle, of course, Jill Scott. She is going to be captaining the England team and joins me now. I can't believe it's back round again.
I can't believe it when you've said a month. I'm like, I need to get back training.
What? I know. And you're up against Usain Bolt, for goodness sake. But what an amazing thing this is. Not only do you get to do this, people go along to see it, it's all great. So far, £90 million has been raised for UNICEF. It's great, isn't it?
We're hoping to pass the 100 million
mark.
Yeah,
I think you will.
I've recently been doing a little bit of work and seeing how well kind of UNICEF do and all the help they're doing. I think getting a real insight into it.
That's good.
This year will mean more.
Because sometimes you see that figure, 90 million, but when you actually go for yourself and you go and see how that's actually changing lives, that's when you think, aha, this is why we do it.
And it really does. It really does. I think it's a great cause. It's a great game to play, and I think some opportunities as well. When I remember sitting there and they're going, "You're going to be marking Roberto Carlos today," and I'm like, when would that sentence ever happen in my life?
It wouldn't. It's very competitive, though. It really is, isn't it? I mean, seriously competitive. It's not kind of like, oh well, we'll all do our best. Everybody wants to win.
They're in it to win it. England haven't won for a while, so I feel a little bit of pressure. And there also hasn't been a female goal scorer, but this year we've got Ellen White. So I'm hoping she can get a few goals for us.
It's a great thing to do, and I know how passionate you are about it, but also what I think is really good, especially now, is you're trying to get young people in particular, young girls obviously, but all kids, a bit fitter. Now, we're not saying they're all going to be as good as you. I'm not saying that at all. Maybe some of them might be. But just to try and get them away from these things, get them away from their devices and get outside.
And we're all guilty of it. So I'm working with the FA at the minute on a Great Game programme. They ran a pilot for it last year, and it's just about getting kids eating better, sleep, think, move. And I think, as you say, screen time is a big one. But just health and well-being. I think there's a third of children between 12 and 16 who don't feel the need to exercise, and I do think that is very worrying.
It is, and when we say exercise, we're not talking about saying to them, right, OK, you have to do, star jumps, and you have to... It's fun. You go out and play football with your pals, go and just go for a walk with your dog. You don't have to actually, go down the gym. We're not saying that to them. It's about making it fun, isn't it?
And I think that's the thing. So we're launching this game called Drops, where basically all you need is 3 friends, 2 bottles, and it's just about knocking the ball over and kind of really simplifying exercise, because I suppose for you and me, we're out in the back lanes playing and kind of getting exercise without knowing.
Definitely.
So it's great to try and help that next generation, because times have changed. I do think I'm one of the ones, when I go home, I'm going to my nephews, my niece, come on, off the iPads, off the iPhones, let's tell each other what we've done today. And they're like, oh no, he is anti-Jill, but it's important.
No, it's a really good thing to do, and I think we were so lucky when I think about it. We would just go out to play. We only came back because it got dark and we were hungry. But we, you played, and even if you were rubbish, it didn't matter.
Exactly, and I think a big thing now as well is that it really helps with mental health.
Absolutely.
When the FA did this research, there was over 50% of children between 12 and 16 that had suffered with mental health. And I think just being outside, being with your friends, it just really helps with that as well.
No, you're so right, and especially, that age group, they went through COVID and everything and went through all that isolation, and what we don't want is for them to get used to that.
Exactly.
You think that's the norm. That worries me, especially with tiny kids. You want them to get back out there to make friends, to enjoy life.
And I do think, obviously, we're all guilty of being on our phones, aren't we? But I think even if... It's not about saying to kids suddenly you have to be elite athletes and you have to sleep for, 13, 14 hours. It's just little changes. Can you have less screen time? Can you have an hour more sleep? And I think it'll make such a difference.
Oh, no, absolutely, absolutely will. Do you know what's so good, though? I mean, I remember when I was growing up, and any girl that wanted to play football, just wouldn't happen. Look at it now.
Oh, it's
amazing. I mean, even you must think, this is astonishing. How far we've come in the past 10 years, in the past 5 years.
It's
brilliant.
It's so good. And telling my story off when I was 5, 6 years old, and obviously playing with the boys and stuff, and getting a bit of stick for it. Them stories aren't really happening now. Obviously, there's still a little bit of way to go, but I think we need to just keep going. But I love that it's going to be such a smoother journey for the next generation.
It definitely is. You've been the trailblazer, and it definitely is. I have to ask you about the coffee shop.
Yes.
You know, I mean, because we were talking about that when you were in the jungle, and we were talking to Shelley, your partner, and she was saying about the coffee shop. You're still not allowed to make coffee, though.
No, I'm
You're
on
not
the
good enough to make
dishes.
coffee.
I'm on the dishes. So we've moved to a bigger shop
I
now.
know, which is great.
So it's like 4 times the size, and I thought, right, this is my opportunity. They're going to let us on the machine, but I'm still washing the dishes.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. You're at least you're helping, which
I'm good
is
at it.
good. At least you're helping. Well, listen, good luck with everything. Good luck with this campaign. And may the best team win, I shall say, being a Scottish person. May the best team win. But you can watch Soccer Aid Sunday the 9th of June already on ITV1. It's a big, big build-up. Thank you. Great to see you, Jill.